Megan, and she's here today for her assessment with us at CrossFit Ninny and has graciously agreed to be videotaped on a few of the movements we're going to go through this morning as part of her assessment. So you ready to get started?
I am.
Let's do it. All right, next we're going to move on to some alternating lunges. So I'll have you step forward and try to touch your back knee down to the ground on one leg and then switch to the other leg. Okay. And I'll have you do this a total of 4 times. Okay. And I'm going to watch you do 2 from the side and then 2 from the front. Okay. All right, go ahead and start.
Okay.
Good job. I noticed that when you lunge forward with your left leg, you're pushing off a little bit with your hands. Does that side feel a little bit?
It feels like, yeah, more wobbly.
Wobbly? Okay.
Yeah.
That helps you feel a little bit more stable?
Yeah.
Good. All right, let's move on.
All right, sounds good.
Next, we're going to take a look at your shoulder stability.
Okay.
You mentioned to me during your consultation that you've had surgery on your left shoulder. So this movement will show me how your arm looks when you're moving it in an extended fashion.
Okay.
So are you a righty or a lefty?
Lefty.
Lefty. Okay, so we're going to start with your non-dominant arm, which would be your right side. So what I'd like you to do is you'll sit down here on the bench, and you can adjust your feet however you'd like to be comfortable here. I like them sort of in the front to the side.
Okay.
And then I'm resting my head on my left arm, which is up overhead. And my arm's out straight. I'm going to come down nice and slowly, 1,000, 2, 3, and back up, keeping my arms straight and trying to stop at the top here. I'm going to see if you could do this 8 times.
Okay.
And then once you're done, I'll have you come up, switch sides, reposition, and do your other side.
Okay.
All right?
That sounds good.
Good. You can rest your head down on your arm. There you go. So nice and slow. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. Yep, you'll find the rhythm. Up. Good. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3. Good. That's 4. Nice job. All right, that's 8. Go ahead and switch sides. And again, you can switch your legs however you feel comfortable there.
Okay.
Nice and straight. Good job. 2 more. Nice job. I can definitely see that being the shoulder you had surgery on. You have a little bit of less range of motion in that shoulder, but that's not a problem. We'll work on that through some mobility and give you some strengthening exercises to help that shoulder feel a little bit better.
Okay. Thank you.
Good job. This is the glute ham developer, or GHD. We'll use this a lot in your training sessions to work on some midline or core stability and development. So today what you're going to do is a move called the Sorensen hold. And what you'll do is you'll step on this middle pole here, and you'll tuck your feet between these foam rollers, and then shoot your legs out straight. And we'll get this set so that this pad is right at the front of your hips. And you're going to hold yourself up in perfect alignment here for as long as you can. So I'll give you the go so when you just go, and then if you start to dip your shoulders down, I'll give you a warning to bring them back up, and we'll keep going, and the next time they start to dip down, we'll call it quits, and then you can grab on here, which will take the pressure off your back a little bit, and then you can step down carefully. So I think, given your height, we're going to move you back second one in from the end,
Okay.
and then we'll see how that works. So go ahead and take your time getting up there. Good job. I'm going to go ahead and straighten your legs out. And then I'm going to come down here so I can watch the clock over here. You feel comfortable?
Yeah, that feels
All
good.
right, go ahead, lift your shoulders up a little bit. All right, count is on. So you will probably feel this in your low back and in your bum and in your hamstrings as you're holding it for a little while. This is testing. I'm sure you spent a lot of time holding your girls up as they were babies and growing up, so the back is probably pretty strong here.
I feel it.
Starting to feel it? Yeah. Good, you're staying nice and steady. Probably starting to burn a little bit. You're 40 seconds in. Good job. Yep, there you go. You just caught yourself. I was just about to say your shoulders are dipping just a little bit. Yep, good. Coming up on a minute. Alright, let's be done. Nice job. The last movement that we'll work on today is starting with some push-up progressions. So what we'll do is I'll have you come down to the ground and you'll have your hands right under your shoulders and you'll be up on your toes, and see if you can hold the top of this position. This is the top of a push-up position, that's what we call it, for 20 to 30 seconds. And when you get here, I'll help you get in the right position with sort of tightening your shoulder blades and making sure your bum's in alignment with the rest of your body.
Okay. Can you go this way?
Sure, that's
Okay.
fine. So have your hands come a little bit farther, so now lean forward just a little bit, so exactly. And then engage your shoulder blades a little bit. There you go. You're pulling yourself up. Bring your bum down just a little. Good job. There you go. So I'll tell you when we're at the 20-second mark, and if you want to be done, that's just fine. If you want to keep going for a few more seconds, that's fine as